Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to finish this Idea Romantic Partner series, and today's turn it's SF9 Chani. I think I read for him in my channel because I remember that he is a Capricorn with a moon in Taurus. So definitely I read for him. I hope he's the right person, but yes, I believe he is. And then the other reading, that the last one of this series, is going to be for like a very brief, like probably shorter version for Taemin and Kai's, because someone also requested me, and I wanted to do it for them. So let's start with Chani. He got the cards of Monk, Lover, Samaritan, and Mentor. So yes, I have the feeling, since I'm like gathering all the energy of these cards, that somehow he wants someone very... Does anyone know if he's religious or if he is like a devoted Christian kind of person? Because all these cards remind me a lot of that he probably wants someone also very committed and very devoted to their beliefs. There's something about a system of beliefs, so this is why he has all these traits as ideal. And I think that these traits, except the Lover card, I think that they all talk to me about beliefs, system of beliefs and values, instead of like personal traits that could be attractive or could be related to love or relationship. So probably for him, relationships, you need to be very devoted and you need to be like very consistent for him to be interested. Starting with the monk or nun archetype, this archetype actually came out a lot for these idols. And I believe that this has to do probably that they somehow they want someone that is, like I always mention, the first word that comes to my mind is someone very reserved, someone very like that is very private with their matters. And at the same time, I think that he definitely wants someone that is very like someone very quiet about their matters, you know, probably someone that is very invested in the relationship, but at the same time that it's very loyal and it's very like modest about the relationship, you know, probably someone that is this kind of personality where they don't like to attract attention to themselves, probably someone that is also a loner, someone that is a bit introvert, you know, not someone so flashy. But at the same time, if we see the card of the Lovers, this archetype, I think that he wants this person to be very affectionate and very like loving towards him, but when they are together and when they are alone, probably he doesn't like, this is very Capricorn by the way, he doesn't like this person to show this lover attitude in front of others or when there's public. But because of this nun or monk archetype, it's like he wants this person to be loving and affectionate, but in a private setting, you know, probably when they are on their own, when they are all alone. So yes, this is why I was wondering if he is religious, because there seems to be like he wants someone that is very like that is not very like extravagant or that likes to get attention, you know, probably someone very modest and that they take care a lot of about themselves and And here I'm starting to have, again, problems with my throat. So this means that probably this is a very sensitive subject for him, so he's pretty serious about this. And at the same time, he doesn't like this, to discuss these attributes that he likes. Probably he's the kind of person that is like, okay, yes, I like this kind of person, I want this kind of person, like I do not have to explain myself to anyone. This is why the more I try to explain this and the more I try to like expand the interpretation, he doesn't let me. It's like he's a bit like stubborn in this sense. It's like probably he had talked about his ideal someone with others, and somehow these people were like judging him, so he's like, oh, now I don't want to talk about my ideal someone, because it does sound a bit too traditional, and at the same time it sounds a bit weird, because since he is in the spotlight, it's very like interesting that he wants someone that displays the total opposite. So probably he does have his reasons why he prefers a person of these characteristics, but it's interesting. So yes, with the card of the lover, he wants someone that can be very affectionate with him and that can like always be there to give him love. Because I think that he's also a bit like, probably he is affectionate himself, but he holds himself back a bit because he has a lot of earth elements in his birth chart, in the sense that he's a Capricorn with the moon in Taurus. So definitely for him, even though he can be very affectionate, there's a part of him that is like that things need to go to its pace with him. He's not someone that you can force. Somehow he struggles to be authentic when it comes to showing how he feels. Probably he does overthink a lot, or he does like wants to plan everything. It's like he doesn't relax so easily, and he's not someone that can be like wild, like spontaneous. It's like for him everything needs to be measured, and that there's a moment for each thing, something like that. And then with the Samaritan, this is why I was thinking about belonging to some kind of institution, or working in some kind of charity or something like that, because the Samaritan is also something that he values that person to do really good will things, probably to help others in need, someone that is very kind-hearted, someone that is very it's a giver, someone that always likes to share their whatever they have available to help others that are in need. And at the same time, Samaritan, it's also someone that puts other people's needs in first place rather than their own. So they are not selfish. Actually, they want everyone to be in a good like position, or in a good like they is this kind of person that doesn't want others to suffer. So sometimes they do get out of their way to help others, probably even strangers. They could help strangers. So probably he does find ideal this. And I don't know if maybe this has to do with the fact that probably he is this kind of person as well. Maybe he is a Samaritan in his real life. And then the other card is the card of the mentor. So he wants someone that he can admire, someone that probably he probably also likes older people. He wants his partner to be more experienced and somehow to be more intelligent, in the sense very knowledgeable, because when we think about the mentor, is someone, almost someone that guide us, through experiences. And then the card that he got from the Oracle of Romantic Angels is the card of "It's safe for you to love." So I think that this is very interesting for Chani because I think that he does hesitate when it comes to opening up in relationships. Probably for him, this is why probably these traits are, I feel like these traits are very like structured, like it has to be this way. I have this feeling, like he's like, oh, this person must be this way or must behave this way. So I don't know if maybe he had other relationships in the past where there's some kind of behavior from the other part or some kind of the other person's lifestyle that got in the way of him being able to trust that person. So maybe this is why now he has this very like structure and very like not flexible kind of ideas about what he wants in a partner, because here the oracle that it says it's safe for you to love, it means that somehow in the past he was in a relationship or he wanted to be in a kind of connection where he didn't feel safe enough to open up and to share his feelings. So probably he did keep his feelings bottled up because he knew that this person didn't deserve them. So probably now this is why when he thinks about an ideal, he has like this very structured list, about the characteristics that he wants to find. And one of them is that this person must be very modest and must be really like not very like not too wild. I think that he wants someone that is very dedicated to their craft, to their and also I think that he finds attractive someone that works with people or works to help people. This mentor archetype could also indicate that this person is some kind of teacher or some kind of guidance for others, or some kind of that is like their profession. It has to do with teaching people something. So probably he does find attractive that someone that takes the role very, very seriously, and someone that is there to guide others, and that and I think that it's more than actually having a job, helping people or teaching people. I think that it's a lifestyle. It's a way of living, because the mentor is someone that wherever they go, they are like this mentor figure. So probably what he finds attractive is someone that is always on this archetype of mentoring people, even without realizing that they do it. It's like whenever they go, if they are at the gathering, they start to express themselves in a way that sounds very, very wise. So somehow people listen to them. So, and also the way they live or the way they conduct themselves, the way they carry themselves, the way they behave, their whole persona gives you this kind of like this kind of perception that this person is trustworthy, that this person is very stable, that probably he also likes someone that it's, I don't know if he believes in astrology, but probably he would be a good match with someone that would be like an earth sign like him, like a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn as well, because he wants someone that can represent a kind of like, that person that has very strong values and that they are very consistent about their way of living or where they are heading in their lives. So it's like nothing stops them. So if they have some kind of belief, or if they conduct themselves in certain way in life. It's like it doesn't affect them what other people think. Probably I have the feeling that this person is very particular, in a sense that probably this person is also someone that reads a lot, of books, and talks in a very formal way or something like that. But I think that yes, he wants. But the beautiful thing is that definitely there's a side of him that wants to be loved, because the lover card here, it means that this person can be really modest and probably a bit shy, but when it comes to showing her love language must be of love. So this person must be really willing to express her love for him. So I think that this is very interesting. And I don't know Chani energy. I know I read for him, but I do not remember much because I do readings for everyone. But probably he's a very serious person. Not in the sense of like serious attitude, more like he's serious about life in general. And probably he looks, the way he thinks, his mindset is like very mature. And I think that here with these cards also what I can get is that probably he doesn't want to date a celebrity, or he doesn't want to get involved with other idol, because I think that he wants someone that has like a very distinctive personality. And I think that exposure, or having a partner that is exposed to the spotlight, or that has to do all the promotions and all the things that he does for a living, I think he doesn't like that. I think that there's a feeling that I get that he definitely doesn't want to come back home and like meet his special someone and being like talking about the stage, or talking about other celebrities, or talking about TV shows, or talking about performance. I think that there's something about him and stardom that is a bit weird. It's like he has a bit of a love-hate relationship when it comes to being on the spotlight, or being an idol, or being a celebrity. I think there's a part of him that doesn't like it. Actually, it's like he takes it like a job, like, oh, I have to look at the camera here, I have to have this attitude, or I have to have this concept, or I have to do this. But he does it from a place of it's a job, it's a job that it's not my calling. Like it's not that he doesn't enjoy it. It's just that I think that being an idol for him is not, it's like a systematic kind of work. It's like, oh, it's like everything it's rehearsed, something like that, and there's no room for originality in his perception. So I think that he also is an actor, because I think I have seen him in series, in K-dramas, and I think that probably acting has more to do with his true passion or calling. Because if I have to channel, like in the idol part, I think he finds it a bit boring, to be honest. And I think that if he's showing me this, is because he's not afraid to admit it, that sometimes being an idol is like, he feels like a product. It's like, oh, okay, it's showtime, like, okay, I have to. It's like he does it in a very robotic way, but in a sense that he does it because it's his job, it's his role. He doesn't have a problem with it, because I know he manages really well. But if you think like the feeling that he gets while he's doing it is not like, wow, like this is amazing, I was born to do this. I think that probably he gets more like excited, or actually motivated and inspired whenever he's acting, because it's like in that in that activity he feels like he can like show parts of himself and add originality, and at the same time that he's really good at it. He's really good at acting, and it's like the other part is like a side job, something like that. So yes, it's really interesting. So yes, guys, this is all I have for Chani. I hope that if you are a fan of SF9 and also of Chani, I would love to hear from you, to hear your feedback, because I do not know much about them. So I would love to hear from you and what you thought about this interpretation. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Bye.